Live. Hello, Charlene.
Hi there, how are you?
I'm very well. Welcome to the program. What would you like to discuss?
I want to discuss how my husband and I have been trying to get his file at Workplace NL corrected for multiple years now. There is a lot of mistakes, a lot of inaccuracies. There's been no calculations to close his claim. They've used time and they've used um, medical information instead of using dollar amounts to discontinue his compensation. They have claimed that it's a meniscal tear when it's an ACL tear, and that was proven after his August 5th, 2019 reoccurrence. Um, Prior to that, the meniscal tear was just a guess by a physiotherapist in Corner Brook, Newfoundland. And then after the August 5th, 2019 reoccurrence, it was actually proven by MRI that it was an ACL tear and there was no meniscal tear at all.
So
However,
I just want to be clear. Sorry, can you just explain the distinction between the two so a listener can understand what we're talking about here?
the meniscus and the ACL are ligaments in your knee. And he has a right knee injury, and that injury is an ACL partial tear. It
Mm-hmm.
causes instability and an altered gait that is permanent. He has lost his power engineering career over this. He has a permanent loss of earning capacity. They have denied him his estimated loss of earning capacity based on this August, since September the 27th of 2022.
So has Workplace NL sort of been explicit with you as to why they've taken this away?
Actually, Workplace NL is not in contact with us at all anymore. They have consistently refused to, um, have to even acknowledge that these inaccuracies and mistakes and everything else even exist. They are, when we send in requests for answers, they send back a letter stating that they've already um, answered it and they have nothing else to add. We have sent in an email that said we only want yes or no answers, and we've received a letter back stating that they already answered the letter, which they didn't because we have absolutely nothing on our files that answer only yes or no and legislation to support it. And all we have is this letter that says they've already addressed it and that they have nothing else to provide. And
Mm-hmm.
that is very unprofessional answering to a question or emails with yes or no questions on it. You
Right.
have to be professional and you have to just answer yes or no if you are given a question that deserves a yes or no only answer.
Yeah, I guess they can sort of choose how they want to answer, whether they want to sort of go down the road of being told they can only answer something yes or no in a complicated case. But I hear what you're saying. Have you?
Excuse,
I know
uh,
nobody
I'm,
wants to pay for a
I'm
low.
sorry,
What's the,
Anthony, but do you mean to tell me that as a professional, it is acceptable for me to say, no, I'm not answering a yes or no question? Really?
Absolutely not.
That's professional.
Yeah, absolutely not. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that
Well, that's
in
what
some ways,
it sounded like to me.
no. What I'm saying is that particularly in the eyes of a government department, the default to me is going to be we're going to give you a very long explanation that's not always easy to understand. Listen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask if there's anybody in the legal profession who's listening to what Charlene is saying. If you want to give us a call, perhaps you can give some advice as to what kind of course of action, because it sounds to me that you are in a dispute that has basically come to a dead end with Workplace NL, unless
Well,
I'm wrong.
the interesting part about that is underneath the act itself, it states under Section 72B that the Act has the intent to serve injured workers and their dependents. And underneath Section 2C, it says that it has to be done using sound financial management. So that means that any lawyer who is employed and paid by the injury fund has to directly serve injured workers and their dependents. So even if we went to court underneath that act, Workplace and L, if they are using the injury fund to pay their lawyers, they are not legally allowed to do so underneath
Oh, I
those
see.
two sections of the act.
I
So,
see.
underneath the act, they would not want me to be in court because that is the first thing that I would state to them, and their lawyers would have to cross over and serve my husband.
Right. Okay. Well, listen, Charlene, I hope somebody who understands these matters in greater detail will get in touch with me, and if they do, I'll try to put them in touch with you. But I appreciate the call, and I wish you and your husband better luck than you seem to have had. Thanks for calling.
I do want to say one more thing.
Sure,
That
quickly.
all of this is on my social media pages. Charlene Blake on Facebook, Charlene Cat on TikTok. Also, I have YouTube videos, and I'm on Platform X. So
Okay.
if you guys
All
want to
right.
see any of that, then it's there.
It's all there.
Started a petition today as well that said,
Okay.
I support injured worker Dustin Blake. So I would really appreciate anyone who's supporting us right now to go
Okay.
search for that petition and sign it. And
Okay, Charlene,
I
you
really
sound
appreciate you listening.
yeah.
And you know,
Good luck.
it's we really need injured workers to have more support. We have absolutely none from anywhere, and I've reached out to basically everyone, and it's not actually a law issue ever anywhere when you have mistakes on a file. And
Okay. I've got to move things
that
along,
is
Charlene. I really appreciate you calling, but I've really got to get things going.